The Lagos State Ministry of Education has been leaving no stone unturned in ensuring that the area of quality assurance in technical and vocational education reaches an enviable height. This is because technical and vocational education serves as a bedrock of technological and overall development of any society. Bearing these in mind, the ministry has organized several training programs, both locally and internationally, for its officials with the aim of enlightening them on the tools and systems for quality assurance in technical and vocational education. One of such seminars is the one recently organized in the United Kingdom by the British Council in order to provide the delegates with opportunities to network with leading UK and international experts in the field of quality assurance. The one-week seminar, which had delegates from 31 countries across the world, started with a seminar overview on identifying personal learning objectives, key priorities, and encouraging open discussion to promote knowledge exchange and networking. A senior official of the United Kingdom Commission for Employment and Skills sensitized the delegates on the case for investing in skills, employer ownership. She explained how the Commission works with the government and employers to secure investment in skill development.
We've got an eclectic mix of people who are responsible for driving our agenda. So although we are funded on the whole by the governments and by Business Innovation Skills that Mark works for, that you just heard from, actually the people that decide what work we do are those people who are pictured up here. And that is a mix of employers that work for big companies, employers that work for small companies, it's the trade unions, it's the training providers, it's the third sector.
Andrew Barlow, who is the Employer Account Manager, National Apprentice Service, spoke extensively on apprenticeship and traineeship in England, with a special focus on UK's policy, priorities and targets for apprenticeship as a tool for economic recovery.
I'm very passionate about this. Some of the people that I have helped to gain qualifications through the years could barely write. And it was the first qualification that they'd ever done. But from changing the assessment method and using videos and sound recordings rather than making them write lots of things out, we managed to get them qualifications in such things as driving and operating machinery, which we would never have had we not had a vocational system in place.
The delegates also visited the Timber Mill Way to explore how employer training programs relate to national initiatives and priorities, as well as to discuss the benefits and challenges for employers in designing and implementing vocational training programs.
An awful lot of training going on nearly all the time. There's always some kind of training, whether it's vocational training or whether it's refresher courses or whether it's skills for the job kind of training. There's always something going on, and it's so important in our industry to have people who are skilled at what they do.
Other facilitators also took turns in educating the participants on the various aspects of quality assurance in technical and vocational education skills. Such aspects included the role of inspection in the quality improvement of further education and skills, developing, delivering and award high-quality vocational qualifications, ensuring the quality and continuous improvement of further education inspection, and tools and strategies for improving the quality of further education and skills.
The Department for Business Innovation and Skills are responsible for those people 19 plus. But clearly apprenticeships are the whole range. In fact, you can commence an apprenticeship at any age from 16 through to 65. The Skills Funding Agency, whom I work for, are responsible for the whole funding for the apprenticeship programme. And as a Skills Funding Agency, our budget this year, on the average budget side, was £4.3 billion. The National Apprenticeship Service sits within the Skills Funding Agency. We have an expanding programme with over 700,000 apprentices on over 200 different apprenticeship frameworks.
Very much focuses on ensuring that as an awarding organisation we remain compliant with the regulators, and I'll talk a little bit about that, and obviously you're going to hear from Ofqual, I think, directly after me anyway. And then the second aspect, which tends to be sort of quite a tricky piece of work, is ensuring that those organisations that deliver City and Guilds qualifications deliver them as they should be. So my second role is very much about the malpractice side of things. When things go wrong, how do we sort them out?
The delegates also paid a visit to Hackney Community College.
We also have got another measure called value added or distance travel, which means from the point that the students start accessing the information about the programs in the college, and they get through the college, they enroll on the program, up to the point that they exit the college or they leave. What have they learned? What has been their learning journey like? So what qualifications they have gained, what has been their learning experience, how many programs they have done, what are the additional skills that they have gained apart from their main program.
Our government is responsible for setting the policy and funding for colleges like ours, and as you will have learned, there are two funding agencies. So we have the Department for Education, which gives us our funding for 16 to 18-year-olds through the Education Funding Agency, and then we have the Department of Business Innovation and Skills, which gives us our adult funding through the Skills Funding Agency.
The seminar was an interactive one. The facilitators and the delegates discussed the theme of the seminar, asking questions, providing answers, and exchanging ideas.
We do policy dialogue, which is knowledge exchange. It's what we're doing today. So perhaps one of the things that you want to think about when you go back to your own countries is, would it be interesting to do a workshop or a conference in country about a particular topic, with the British Council, so you might want to think about that. We do international skills partnerships, and that's where we partner UK organisations with the organisations that represent the same kind of area in your own country.
We are looking at all the information that we collect for government purposes, and the sort of things that we do are how many learners, what is their background, their makeup, what are they studying, how are they successful, what do they do with that qualification.
Who are the training providers for the inspectors?
Some universities offer masters in inspection. Warwick University, it's an international, very well-known research university, Warwick, they offer a masters in inspection. And I know that some of our inspectors have taken part in that program.
I want to know if you have a public complaint against such an institution. Do you get it inspected or something?
In a sense, it's an open market. People can buy that. But actually, if they find the training is not satisfactory, then they would presumably complain to the training provider. They could also go to other authorities to raise the fact that that training provider actually isn't up to standard.
The head of Skills British Council, Tracy Ferrier, and the program director, Mark Nobles, spoke on the idea behind the event.
One of the reasons that we bring lots of different countries to the UK is to build positive and lasting relationships and partnerships between institutions and individuals in the UK with their counterparts around the world. We also hope there will be opportunities for those countries to network and build relationships with each other, share knowledge and expertise.
What I think is striking about these sorts of events, however, is not just about what the UK can bring, but it's actually about what the delegates themselves can bring. The experiences, the knowledge, the skills that they all have within their own countries that we can learn from. So in essence, these seminars are about exchange of information. It's not about the UK providing information, it's about exchanging information, about networking, and about actually making new friends.
Some of the delegates from the Lagos State Ministry of Education gave kudos to the state government for sending them on this training.
We need to go back and look at our own system and see what we can input into that system to improve upon what we are doing right now. It can only get better. Even from the things we learned here, their own system is being improved upon, not because it is not good, but because it can be better. And I think we need to borrow a leaf from that.
The program, the training has been very educative and enlightening, especially concerning quality assurance, not only applicable to technical education, but also other aspects of education, especially private education.
The content of the seminar, very, very rich, important, and very useful especially in Lagos State for our technical and vocational education.
I'd like to thank the Lagos State government for giving young officers the opportunity to be part of this kind of international conference that has over 37 countries worldwide to participate in and have the experience of such international standard seminar.
For the delegates from the Ministry of Education, the seminar was an eye-opener, and with the knowledge gained, technological and vocational education in Lagos State will provide world-class vocational skills, training and high-quality technical education to Lagos youth. Is to inform the general public, parents, guardians, head teachers, proprietors, proprietaries of primary schools that forms for Lagos State screening test for admission of primary 6 pupils into junior secondary schools in model colleges, upgraded junior secondary schools with boarding facilities for year 2014-2015 academic session is now on sale from Monday the 13th of January to 18th of April 2014. Registration of candidates will be done through customized CD, which will be issued to candidates by the Lagos State Examinations Board on payment of 10,000 naira per candidate, payable to any branch of the following approved banks: Fidelity Bank PLC, account number 5030000739; Sky Bank PLC, account number 177-060-2459; FCMB, account number 01355-82205. The screening test is slated to hold on Saturday the 3rd of May 2014 at the designated centers. For further information, please visit our website www.lagosexamsboard.net or send a mail to examsboard@yahoo.com, or please call 080-235-48336. Registration for Basic Education Certificate Examination for DSS3 students is still on to the 4th of April 2014. Late registration starts from the 7th of April to the 18th of April 2014. Late registration attracts a penalty of 10,000 naira per school. Registration for the following examination is also in progress: placement test for placing primary 6 pupils into GSS1 in public junior secondary schools, and public service examination. Announcer, the Lagos State Examinations Board.